Today is a very important day at Patty's school because Captain Clemens of the fire department is here to tell the children
that few pieces of equipment on your unit are as important as your air pack when it comes to keeping you alive in an IDLH environment.
The new Scott Airpacks have been in operation for almost 2 years. It's time for a basic review of the new packs and their use. Some common problems have been identified with care and maintenance, and we'll go through a refresher to make sure that we are 100% up to speed on our most important piece of life safety equipment. Airpacks should be inspected every day. And no, this isn't just because you're going to get an email from your BC if the check isn't entered into the computer. That's part of the reason, sure, but the real reason is this. The Airpack is the single most important piece of life safety equipment that we possess in the fire service. Put it this way. If you were a scuba diver, would you want to be caught 120 feet underwater with a scuba rig that suddenly failed because it hadn't been properly inspected or maintained? As firefighters who use, or at least put our hands on, the equipment every day, sometimes it's easy to forget that being caught in a structure fire with an SCBA that suddenly fails can be just as deadly. So what should your daily check consist of? You mean you haven't reviewed policy G03B lately? Well, okay, here we go. First, inspect your facepiece. You're looking for worn or aging rubber parts, worn or frayed harness webbing, or damaged components. Next, look at the air cylinder. Are there dents or gouges in the metal or in the fiberglass wrapping? Is the cylinder full? If it reads less than 4,000, replace it. Remove the regulator from the dust cover, make sure that the purge valve is closed, and then push the air saver switch on the top of the regulator. Open the cylinder valve. The vibra alert alarm should actuate and then stop. There should be no airflow from the regulator. You'll hear 3 quick chirps and a green light will flash on the control console of the pass. This is the monitor mode. Make sure the reading on the console gauge matches the pressure indicated on the cylinder gauge. Dock the regulator to your face mask, don the mask, and inhale to automatically start the flow of air. Breathe normally and check for normal flow and proper operation. Doff the face mask. Air should flow freely. Push the air saver switch to stop the flow of air and check the activation of the purge valve. Remove the facepiece and take a look at the regulator. Does the gasket look good? How about the rubber on the air saver switch? Check the rubber boot for the HUD, check the latch on the regulator switch, and check to see if the purge valve moves freely. You also need to check the overall appearance of the regulator, looking for cracks or damage. There have been several recent cases in which the rubber sleeve over the air hose to the regulator has become damaged, exposing the wires for the HUD. The leading cause of this damage is improperly docking the regulator into the dust cover attached to the SCBA waist belt. Earlier regulator hoses could be rotated 360 degrees, but the current ones cannot. When you replace the regulator and the dust cover, be sure the Scott decal on the regulator is upside down relative to the wearer. This way, the hose will not be under undue pressure when a firefighter dons the Airpack. Next, hold the unit motionless for 20 seconds. The green light on the pass device will change to red. You will hear 2 chirps with each flash. This is the pre-alert mode. Move the SCBA to reset the pass to the monitor mode, and then hold the SCBA motionless, allowing it to go into the pre-alert mode, then 8 to 10 seconds more, allowing it to go into full alarm mode. Manually reset the pass by pressing the reset button twice slowly. You're not playing Space Invaders. You don't get extra points for proving how quickly you can double tap the button. Next, you should test the manual pass alarm by pressing the alarm button on the control console. Reset the pass alarm again, close the cylinder valve and purge the pack slowly, checking to ensure that the vibra alert activates as the pressure drops below the 1/4 mark on the reserve gauge and continues until all the air is purged from the system. When the airflow stops, close the purge valve and press the pass reset button twice. You will hear an audible click indicating it is reset. After all of this, make sure you remember to enter your Airpack check on the computer. Cleaning the Scott Airpacks is or should be a gentle process. A quick, gentle rinse of the pack is fine. However, do not use pressurized water. Pressurized water can find its way into the remote gauge and battery pack. Clean face pieces with soap and water. You can use something like Pink Fluffy on the face piece, but limit the cleaning solution to something that a reasonable person would use on their body. No oven cleaner, gasoline, kerosene, or other chemical solution that your typical firefighter might think is a good idea to get things real purty.
Guess what? Guess what would taste good right now to everyone in the car? Candy. We've got your favorite kind at the concession stand. Come on down and pick out the kinds you want to enjoy during the rest of the show. Be sure to get plenty because everyone likes candy, and our big variety is chosen to please everybody's taste.